Today we have video number 9 in our 10-part series covering Samsung Good Lock in its entirety here in 2024. Samsung's Good Lock is a free customization suite designed to help you to get the most out of your Samsung Galaxy device. And it's available for free in the Samsung Galaxy Store. If you don't happen to see Good Lock in the Samsung Galaxy Store, there's a link down in the video description that walks you through alternative ways to get Good Lock installed, as well as an alternative called Find Lock. And today we're covering 2 more modules, Keys Cafe in the Makeup tab, as well as Nice Catch over on the Life Up tab. Let's go ahead and get started with Keys Cafe. First things first, we have our 3-dot menu to give credits to our developers of Keys Cafe. Now we're going to go ahead and turn on Make Your Own Keyboard. And you'll see here we have some pre-configured options for our main keyboard, as well as symbols, as well as the ability to add new keyboards. Let's go ahead and start with a simple keyboard. This will give you a preview with the ability to apply it, as well as edit the keyboard. So once we're in here, we can go ahead and tap on any key in our keyboard to edit that specific key. So we can adjust the width, we can adjust the height. All right, we can also swipe this over and we can adjust the indentation. And we have different indentation modes here for up, down, left, and right, etc. We also have the ability to swap out the key with any one of these other keys that we have listed here. For our regular alphanumeric keys, we also have the ability to adjust the secondary function. The secondary function is the one in which you press and hold a key, and then you see the little options pop up. That's where you adjust this. So you can adjust the main one here by switching out this symbol here for any other key, just like I did right there. And if we tap on the icon underneath the letter, that allows us to change each one of these. And what that means is we press and hold the button, we'll have an option to the left, up, right, and down. So we can go ahead and swap these out for anything that we want. So now when I press and hold G, I'll have these 4 different options available. Another cool thing we can do is add additional rows. We can add up to 9 in total. And then we can customize each one of these to our liking as well. Up top, we have a help menu here. This just gives you some basic guidance on the functionality. We also have a reset keyboard button that'll bring you back to your default. And then when you're all said and done, you have the ability to save your new keyboard off. We also have the same similar functionality if we go ahead and edit one of our symbol keyboards. And you'll see here we have 1 of 2. So that's what these pages represent. Page 2, page 1. Tap on any one of our symbols, and it's the same thing. We can swap these out for anything, including emojis. And then you'll just save your changes. You have the same functionality up top as well. Everything is very streamlined. All these options are very much the same for all of this. Another example of that is if we go to create our own from scratch. This is going to allow us to start from a QWERTY keyboard, a Quartz keyboard, or an AZERTY keyboard. So we'll go ahead and start out with a QWERTY. And it's the same thing. We can add additional rows. And just like before, we can tap on any of our keys and make all of the same adjustments. Back on the main Keys Cafe screen, we have Style Your Own Keyboard. Again, we'll turn that toggle on, and this allows us to pick from some default configured keyboards as well as customize them. So first we start with our colors. So you have a whole different list of options here, a lot of different styles to pick from. For this demonstration, I'll go ahead and pick this red one here. Now to go ahead and see what this color looks like and to test the effects and all that, you're going to go ahead and hit this keyboard icon. And that's going to give you a preview of the keyboard as well as what it looks like when you're typing. Now here's one thing though. If you press this keyboard icon and your keyboard still looks the same, meaning if you're in dark mode, it still looks black. If you're in light mode, it still looks white. It has to do with a bug in One UI 6.0 that's got carried over into One UI 6.1. And I'm not sure if it's going to make it over to One UI 7 or not. But to get around it, it's like this. We're going to go ahead and minimize Good Lock. Pinch in to go to our wallpapers and style. Once we have that open, you're going to go ahead and tap on color palette. So if you have color palette off, go ahead and turn it on, hit apply, and turn it back off and hit apply. Sometimes Keys Cafe and our color palette here, they get out of sync with each other. So that gets them back in sync. Now, if you also happen to come in here and your color palette is turned on, go ahead and turn it off, hit apply. And then you'll go back into Samsung Good Lock and your keyboard functionality in Keys Cafe is going to work fine. Right, so now that we have our color theme picked out, which is a red keyboard with black keys, we can head over to our Effects tab. So again, we have our keyboard preview, so we can take a look at the effect in real time. We can also adjust the color of the effects. And this is going to make more sense here in just a little bit as we're typing along. But these are the colors that'll pop up as you're typing along. And we can also adjust it to be different custom colors as well. Now we also have these color effects. So if we go ahead and pick one of these, we can see it up here by pressing this preview. And you can see what it looks like as we're typing. So you see the different colors are popping up. That's alternating between the 4 different colors from that color picker. And you'll see that each one of these is a different effect. So if I pick this one here, we go ahead and test it out again. You see it looks quite a bit different. This also applies for swipe typing as well. So you'll see your colors blended in and just the way that everything pops up around it. Let's go ahead and pick one more so we can really see these differences. See what this one looks like. Hey, that's pretty cool. I think I like that one the best. So you have a lot of different effects that you get to pick from. In addition to that, we can go over to the sound tab and we can customize the keyboard sound from these different options here. So a lot of different ways to customize your Samsung keyboard. In addition to that, we're also going to learn how to customize it a little bit more in our final Good Lock tutorial when we get to Theme Park. All right, back on the main menu, we have My Sticker. This allows us to create our own stickers that we can then add to the keyboard for later use. So we'll go ahead and hit the plus sign. This is going to allow us to pick an image from our gallery. I'm going to go ahead and pick out this emoji looking one right here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and tap on it and hit done. And what this does is this gives us 3 options down here: free, one-to-one, and full. That may be a little bit hard to see with this particular image. And all this is referring to is our selection bracket here. So if we have one-to-one, that's going to bring it in at a 1-to-1 aspect ratio. You see how they're lining up with each other. If we switch over to free, this allows us to do a free adjustment. So we can just drag this wherever we want, either direction. And then full is going to highlight the whole thing. I'll go ahead and keep it at full, and we're going to hit done. All right, so now it's asking for a title for our sticker. And then once we give it a title, we can tap on the sticker itself. And this allows us to designate a mood for it, as well as give it a tag. I'll go ahead and call this one fun. And then once we're done, we're going to go ahead and save it by doing this. And there's our new sticker. Now, if you're not happy with it at all, you can go ahead and hit the delete icon and go ahead and tap on your sticker to get rid of it. Next, we have something silly. I don't know. It is what it is. Play keyboard game. This is going to load up 2 different games for you to pick from. Each one of these is just going to ask you for your name and a language real quick. And you'll go ahead and start a game. They're kind of silly. This one's just going to show this and you just start typing it. And it's going to give you, a percentage of how well you did. So we'll just let that go. Obviously, I screwed up. Boom, didn't get that one right. And it just gave a little sound, let me know that I got it wrong. Things are going bad, and pretty soon water's just going to keep rising and rising. So an interesting little game. The other one's kind of similar. It's just a typing contest. Check them out at your leisure. And last, we have advanced keyboard settings. We're just going to rifle through these real quick. It's kind of hard to demo these because this is while you're using the keyboard. So we have larger spacebar while URL typing. So while you're typing in a URL box, say like Google Chrome, or if you're using the Samsung Internet Browser, this will hide the .com and / keys, which will make your regular keys a little bit bigger on your keyboard. Auto replacement sensitivity, you can tap in here to adjust from high, medium to low, or to keep it off. And this is how sensitive the auto replacement is going to be for words. So if you misspell something, it's going to auto correct for you. Turn off delete accelerator. So if you don't like it to where you're deleting and you press and hold and you know how it deletes your words really fast, it'll go word by word. You can turn off that acceleration with this toggle right here. There's no additional options. It's just an on or off thing. Here we have the ability to adjust our double tap interval. If you tap into here, we can set a speed, and this is going to affect, the double tap speed on your keyboard. So you can increase that speed or lower it. And then you can also increase the sticker suggestion size. So when you're tapping on the stickers on your sticker row, this will increase the size of them to make them a little bit more visible if you're having a hard time seeing your stickers. All right, I think that wraps up the tutorial for Keys Cafe. I swear I feel like I'm missing something with this. If that happens to be the case, I'll bring it up in our 10th and final video. But now let's go ahead and move over to the Life Up tab and we'll check out Nice Catch. So first things first, we have our 3-dot menu like usual. We get credits to the developers, and we also have the ability to clear all of our histories for Nice Catch. So what Nice Catch is this is basically something that runs in the background, and it will track all of your notifications, and not just visual notifications, but things that happen in the background too. And it's going to track it for a 7-day period. All right, so you have the ability to toggle on and off each of these different things that you want your phone to track. And it's pretty nice. Like, we can take a look at this. I'll go into sound history. This shows all the applications that I was in when I made my different sound adjustments. If we go over here, we can look at call mode history, and this will show my different phone calls. So if you think you're missing a phone call in your missed phone call log, you could come here and find out for sure. And there's just a lot of other cool things that are tracked too, like our screen wake up history. So every time you turn your phone screen on, it's actually tracking that as well. I mean, it's pretty sweet. So this is a nice way for you to capture your different notifications just in case you think something's not working right. If you think you're not getting all of your notifications, you can catch them all here with Nice Catch and do a little bit of debugging, a little bit of investigative work. And then when you're done with that, you have everything figured out, just turn this stuff off so it's not bogging down your phone. I haven't noticed any performance degradation with it turned on, but nonetheless, it is something that's running in the background. But this could be very helpful for troubleshooting purposes. So I think that wraps up Keys Cafe and Nice Catch. If you have any questions or comments about today's video, please drop them down in the comments section below. I really do appreciate your time. And as always, thanks for watching.